I think like even just jumping into seminary was a big step, but it was only just the beginning.
A seminary exists to help a seminarian bring Jesus to people and people to Jesus. However, the priesthood is not just a job, it is a life. Seminarians are not formed just to do something. Seminarians are formed to be someone.
For me, seminary is a place where we are practicing our faith, a place where we are living as a Jesus disciples.
The spiritual formation of the seminarian is foundational not only to man's discernment of the priesthood, but as a disciple and follower of Christ. A man must fall in love with Jesus before he can decide to devote his entire life to him. Our seminarians are taught the liturgy of the hours with both morning and evening prayer each day. This allows the seminarian to pray with the larger church and sanctifies their day. Daily Mass is offered every morning for our seminarians to partake in as they join together with Christ, receiving His body and His blood. Every seminarian is provided with a spiritual director who can also serve as their confessor if desired, and it provides a man with the opportunity to grow deeper. This spiritual director provides him with affirmation and support while at the same time challenging him and asking him to grow deeper in his own spiritual life as he discerns God's will.
There's this understanding of what it is to be loved by God the Father and to experience that love and to understand it to the best of our feeble human capabilities and to embrace that and let it be the center of our life, and then to allow that to flow into everything that we do.
Spiritual formation is about forming the kinds of holy priests people both want and deserve.
Human formation is really concerned with someone's growth as a healthy individual. Our seminarians learn to be a bridge rather than an obstacle for others in their encounter with Christ. We are concerned that these men are able to live joyful, happy, fruitful, and celibate lives as priests. Seminarians are provided with several different communities to form and shape them. Of course, their own family, their friends, their brother seminarians, and the Loras College community. Cooking is part of a seminarian's life, providing them the opportunity to serve their brothers and to practice a fundamental life skill. While lunch can either be made at the house or enjoyed on campus, most nights seminarians eat with the seminary community to talk, engage, and enjoy one another's company. Each seminarian is assigned a house chore for them to learn another valuable life skill to help maintain a clean and functional seminary. Living in community is essential to the formation of the seminarian. To live in the communion, they grow together and they discern the priesthood together. Seminarians also have fun. Laughter rings in the hallways of the seminary. They play pool, enjoy a game of ping pong, watch movies together, and throw a ball around. There's even an occasional Nerf gun war.
That's what it means to be a man, is to give up your life, to give up your life for something that is meaningful. And I think that's something that we all have to ponder, is what do you find meaningful? I would say my time of formation has built up my faith, but also encouraged me to be a man, and what does that even mean?
The intellectual formation of a seminarian is important so they acquire a personal knowledge of Jesus. Men entering seminary who have already obtained their college degree can expect up to 6 years of study. Their first 2 years would be at Loras College, where they will obtain a degree in philosophy. This is followed by 4 years of theology at a major seminary. Men entering seminary from high school or having already completed some college will continue to pursue their bachelor's degree at Loras College, while also taking the required philosophy courses. This too is followed by 4 years of theology at a major seminary. After class, our seminarians often work and study together. These studies are essential so that the seminarian is able to represent the church well and able to effectively preach God's Word.
Pastoral formation is where our seminarians are formed to administer and enter into all the ministries of the church. Throughout the course of seminary formation, seminarians are given different placements. It may be RCIA, teaching confirmation, visiting the elderly, the sick, helping out with First Communion, working with youth groups, or teaching religious education. It really helps them to see the whole breadth of ministry and understand the church that they are called to serve.
I think the spiritual life and Loras offer a lot of opportunity for someone to discern. So when seminarians are involved at Loras College, they are expanding in their skill that would be so needed later in the life of the priest.
A seminary visit can change a man's perspective entirely and clear up a lot of the difficulties or doubts that keep him from imagining himself in formation.
Ultimately, don't be afraid. If God is calling you to priesthood and seminary, then that's where you should be. A vocation is not something that is going to be contradictory to who you are, but there's going to be continuity between the desires, how your soul is oriented, and the priesthood. So don't be afraid of where God might be calling you in an attempt to, hold on to what you think might be best for your life, but rather just put it into God's hands saying, you know what, Lord, I know you have a plan for me, and I believe that plan is good and is truly the best. Sign me up.
I encourage all men who are seriously discerning this call to ask our vocation director, Father John Shetta, to set up a visit with our seminary.